The storm we've been talking about since last Thursday is here, and there will be travel delays as we go into the rest of the week. It's meteorologist Joe Martucci here. The biggest concerns for me, tidal flooding, especially in Ocean County, with some moderate flood stage as we go into the Friday morning high tide, and then wind damage here everywhere east of the Garden State Parkway. There will be some rainfall flooding. There will be some snow on Friday morning as well, but they're not as significant as the tidal flooding and the wind damage. And then in addition to that, we do have that flash freeze as we go into our Friday afternoon. So here's a look at our future cast. This is 10:30 a.m. Raining pretty good everywhere here. Temperatures will be rising through the 40s into the 50s as we go into the afternoon. You see some of these oranges and yellows. That is heavier rain and thunder. We could even see a rumble of thunder as we go into Thursday evening. Remember, we saw a rumble of thunder in Atlantic County on Thursday evening last week with our storm here. And then as we go into the night, we do get a break in the coverage starting around midnight or 1 a.m. here. Temperatures rising to near 60 degrees. And we are going to be falling big time after that. We're already in the mid 40s by Friday at 8 a.m. Here comes that rain. Here comes the rain turning to snow as temperatures fall. You see 34 in Seaside Heights at 11:30 a.m., 32 in Long Beach Township. And the snow, it does come down. Now, the thing is, we're going to be quite warm before this. You saw us getting up to the upper 50s, so I don't see this sticking really on the roads. But what's going to happen is temperatures fall below freezing very quickly after this storm ends, and a flash freeze is likely as we go into Friday afternoon. Temperatures by sunset going to be in the teens in a number of spots here, especially west of the Garden State Parkway. Here's a look at snow to come. Again, an inch at most, and this would be on your grassy or colder surfaces. And if you're at the shore, especially in Ocean County, where I think the temperatures cool down there last, probably not going to see much of anything here. You see a 0 over in Seaside Heights. Our wind gusts will be increasing as we go into the afternoon. Now, typically when you get above 45 miles an hour, that's when you talk about wind damage here and power outages. So as we go into our Thursday night, we're going to start to see more of those 45s and 50s here. But it does get a break in the action as we get towards the early morning on Friday, as that rain tapers off as well here. So gusts coming from the east and the southeast, eventually the south and the southwest. Those winds are turning. Now, as they turn, temperatures will fall as we go into our Friday morning. But we do get another shot of really strong winds as we go into the mid to late morning on Friday as that front passes. Wind gusts to 50 miles an hour, even 60 miles an hour locally here. And that will create issues as we go into our Friday morning here. And then as we go into the afternoon, winds turn to the west, still staying very gusty. I think for the most part, though, we're below that wind damage threshold there of about 45 miles an hour. And we stay breezy as we go into Friday night. And then Saturday, we're talking about just gusts in the 20s, but when your air temps are in the 20s, wind chill is going to be in the single digits for most of this time. Rainfall totals between 1.5 to 2.5 inches of rain, road, stream, creek flooding, all in the realm of possibility Thursday night into Friday morning. Now, we do have tidal flooding that's separate from the rainfall flooding here. We are anticipating up to 3 inches of salt water on some of these roadways here. We see in Cape May County, Sunset Boulevard partially submerged with water here. Windsor Avenue is another one. Congress Street partially submerged with water. You go up to Ocean County, it's going to be a little bit of a different story. I think the flooding is more significant over there. So we take a look at the big crash in temperatures. This is Friday at 6 a.m. here. We have wind chills, no wind chills when you're in the 50s, but that does change as we go into the afternoon. We see that wind chills are going to be only in the teens by sunset on Friday here, and we only keep falling as we go into the night. In fact, we are looking at negative numbers here for our wind chills. -5 in Hamilton at 5 a.m., even -1 in Atlantic City. Air temps going to be in the teens. We only get into the 20s as we go into Saturday. We go into our Christmas Day. Santa's bringing a taste of the North Pole. Wind chills for your Christmas morning, only in the single digits. Here's a look at our inland 7-day forecast for you. Let's show you what's going on. We'll get you again into the weekend, show you those highs. They're only going to be in the mid-20s here. This will be, when you combine Saturday and Sunday, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, our coldest combined holiday stretch since the year 1989. And then as we go into our Monday, we're going to be flirting with the freezing mark here. Inland will go 3 days in a row below freezing. We're going to have more details for you. We'll have live updates as we need them on our website, or you can follow me on social media.